Now to a story that has gone viral. A teen eating a diet of only, you see it on your screen there, French fries, Pringles, and white bread. What could go wrong? Well, pretty much everything. Apparently that lack of nutrition was enough to make him lose his sight. What? Researchers say the young patient, an extremely picky eater. Okay. Stephanie Espinosa is joining us. You've seen her here before. She's a registered dietitian to talk about this diet or lack thereof and how this would escalate to such an extreme and potentially lasting health condition.
Yeah, something that I always tell patients when I'm coaching them is consistency over time equals success.
Okay.
But also consistency over time can equal failure if all you're eating is just a few food groups, because we need a wide variety of foods to provide us with the nutrition that our bodies need.
One of the things that stood out to me as you're just looking at that picture is it's all the same color, first of all, and of course it's all processed.
Exactly.
So, they often say a good guide for those of us who don't have the background that you do is looking for some color on your plate and some variants.
Right. That's where our essential vitamins and minerals reside, in our fruits and vegetables. The dark color is what gives phytonutrients, and foods are made up of compounds of nutrients and not just one nutrient. So he might have he had a B12 deficiency, but that doesn't mean that those other compounds weren't essential in helping to maybe absorb the B12 or to help it work effectively. So really with food, it's a variety of foods that you take in are going to provide you with the essential nutrients that you need.
This is such an extreme case, of course. Would there be any going back for this kid?
There is no going back for him, because, if a deficiency manifests and it's addressed initially before damage occurs, you can correct it. But if damage starts to occur, it becomes the point of no return, where he's gone too far and supplementing him isn't going to make a difference.
So speak to the parents out there who describe their children as picky eaters. And oftentimes they say, oh, they'll just grow out of it, or they'll go with it, or it's not worth the fight at the table. I'll just continue to give them what they want over and over again.
Well, eating disorders seem to be rare, but they do manifest in childhood. He had something called avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, something that I really was not that familiar with, but that would be the picky eater. It manifests about age 7, that early childhood, and they start to not have an interest in food. And he also had, an aversion to textures and things like that. So it just caused him to seemed to be picky, but it was really something that he couldn't overcome on his own.
Okay, so that's when he goes.
He probably needed a referral to an eating disorder specialist. The information that I read didn't really go into the details of that, but that would be where I would start if I observed something like that in a patient that I had.
All right, Stephanie Espinosa, what a red flag to everybody to just kind of go, okay.
Yeah, we are what we eat.
Let's think about that the next time we're turning to our favorite snacks.